I have made it to the Mall of America, y'all, the biggest mall in the US. Anyways, welcome to me exploring the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul. I'm Tristan Folks, and I'm here for the Canada men's national team match coming up, so I'll be here for a couple of days. So we are going to explore. I ended up driving here actually, so we're gonna burn some time since we have about 2 hours to burn before a hotel opens up. So we're gonna go explore and see what this mall is all about. So I'm thrilled about it. Let's go. Alright. I gotta show you all this. Oh yeah. Alright. Well, if you wondered what the big theme of this mall is, they have the Nickelodeon universe. I'm not getting on anything because I don't have the pockets to hold stuff in, and I have my own stuff on me right now, so we're gonna have to take an L there, but whew, this place is real deal. I'll have to show you around real quick. Can't lie that this was very tempting to ride it, but we're not gonna risk the GoPro and literally every single item that I have on myself. So we're gonna explore this mall because apparently it has 4 levels, may have an underground level too, so we're gonna see what we can get into. So it's a lot of options, probably unlimited amount of options. Alright, we've made first purchase of the day. I needed to get some new soap since I ran out of soap right before I left. I've also heard the car fragrances are very good, so we're gonna put it in my car and we'll see how it turns out, but I found a good one at least. Alright, so I went basically walking around for a whole 2 hours. I looked at pretty much the stores that I showed you. There is literally everything you can think of. So Hollister, just one of the big ones obviously, but literally you name it, it's probably here. We also got a Cinnabon, so I think that's about it for me. Just needed to burn some time, and then we're gonna check something out pretty cool, and then we're gonna head over to the hotel. I had a lot of fun in there just exploring and kind of in disbelief, honestly. What I saw, it was quite incredible. You also saw all sorts of people too, and literally something for everyone, from stores to attractions, you name it. But anyways, so here's the new soap I got from Bath and Body Works. I used to do a Japanese cherry blossom, and we're gonna try this spearmint one out, so hopefully it's good. Just want to change it up this time around. And then we also got a car fragrance. So we have the tropical cherry. This one was the best smelling one, so we're gonna hang this bad boy up at some point. Maybe not immediately, but Gonna get this car smelling good. Not that it smells bad at all, but just give it a nice fresh smell coming into here. So other than that, I'm gonna get that nice Cinnabon. Of course, we gotta show it off real quick without, you know, knocking it out of the box. So we're gonna knock this baby out, and then should have one stop coming up before we hit the hotel. So I'm gonna eat up real quick, and then we'll be on our way. I gotta tell you how excited I was just to get out the car to get to the mall that I didn't have even shoes on, so I had to go back to get them earlier. So that was a very awkward but funny moment. Pretty much I drove over 8 hours from St. Luce to Minneapolis, so I feel good though. Didn't have any issues, but I'm sure tonight we're gonna get a really good sleep. So how many accidents or even incidents do you think happen in like this parking lot? Because some people just go and don't care, or some people just walk in front of you and don't walk on like this walkway right here. Like it's ridiculous. So that's the first thing I've realized. And like literally I'm just making sure I don't get nailed, because people are, there's no like stop signs, they're pretty much like all way. So that's something you do have to be careful about if you're at this mall. I was pretty sick. I know we went just to literally just check the falls out, but pretty much this is like a whole park where people can bike, run, all the, you know, exercise type of things that you can think of. So just got to check it out for a little, not too long. So I managed to run just about shy of 1.5 miles, so just to get my legs moving since they've been sitting in the car all day. So we're going to head to the hotel. I just got to get the Addy, and then we'll head over there. Got a NASCAR race to watch today, so looking forward to that. We'll set into the hotel. Maybe we'll rate the room, I don't know, but maybe after the race we'll go explore and see if we can find a food spot in downtown. So other than that, let's run up downtown, because that is where the hotel is.
Take Maurice for ransom.
This is gonna be home for the next couple of days, and yeah, I did get a little bougie with this hotel, I ain't gonna lie. It's very fancy, it's massive. I don't know how I got it as cheap as I did. Thanks, Dad. But we'll just give like a whole room tour. Our own little bathroom. We can pull this thing back. I don't know. Maybe not. It's not like anyone's coming in anyways. Our own little shower. Hi guys. Got TV. Nice big bed. We are pretty much set for life here, if you tell me. And then we got a nice window view, honestly. I think it's better than looking at Target Center, honestly, and the baseball field. We'll go check those things out later for sure. But yeah, this is pretty sick. I mean, maybe not looking at rooftops, but yeah, pretty much got a view of the city. I am gonna tune into this NASCAR race as well as look for food options, so yeah, I'm very excited to be here, and feels great to be here actually. So yeah, I don't have anything else to say. All right, well, it is the next day. I ended up watching NASCAR, and then I fell asleep, and a tornado also apparently came around, and I slept through the whole thing. There was lots of tornado sirens according to sources online. I didn't wake up to it, so it must have not have been that bad, or I must have just been that tired. So other than that, we're gonna go explore, see if we can get into, just do a lot of city stuff, and then we gotta find at least one thing to eat for sure. We can go hooping if we just break through the doors, but we're not gonna do that, obviously. In Minneapolis in general, you have this thing called the skywalk, so instead of us walking on the streets, we can literally go up a floor and we'll literally walk over the streets instead. So I'll have to show you how this thing works. So we're gonna head upstairs, like right here. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to take the elevator. So I'm gonna have to go do that. All right, so here we are walking through this thing. I'll show you what I mean by we are walking over these streets, literally. Well, I guess we can also get a nice little photo. Alright, we've seen a lot of more scenic type of stuff here in the Twin Cities, so we're gonna go check out this cool little garden. It has a cool little walkway. I don't know how much this covers, but I don't recall how far it was from the hotel. But overall, we're just getting a nice little walk in, just staying active. What we got here? We got a tunnel. Oh, I'm not gonna interrupt them. let's not do that. Well, there's a tunnel too. We're not gonna interrupt people. We have made it indeed. So we're gonna slide on in, see if the thing's ready, and then we'll see how it goes. So here I am. Hi guys. It's a very crazy day in the city. They got the Pride Parade going on. It's that time of year. Alright, so the pizza, it's their very own. So it has cheese. I'm not a sausage guy, but it's all just have to take that out. It has some white onions, so we'll give that thing a shot. It's kind of like a cheese pizza, but at the same time, it's kind of not. So, not like I said, not a sausage guy, so I'm gonna take those off respectfully. But other than that, we're gonna give this thing a shot. Very good. It is also a 10-inch, so this will go quick. So, very juicy. You don't really taste like the onion in this, but it does help like create a very nice flavor in general, like the entire time. It also has toasted garlic in this as well. so it's kind of like in between the crust and then the very top. So that's very good too. Like I said, not a sausage guy, and so I'm sure this would probably make this taste better. I just don't prefer sausage. It's just not me. All right, I'm gonna rate this thing first. We'll do like the place again. So it's just an old building. Not that that's a problem at all. So it's kind of somewhat old-fashioned, so I like that. It gave some good vibes. I'll give it an 8. I thought the service there, they were excellent there as soon as I got there. You can pretty much like do an order, just pick it up, or have a seat. Unlimited amount of options, so I give them a 9. The pizza, I liked it a lot, but since I have high expectation for pizza, I want to be really nice here because I would always rate a pizza highly. So I'll give this a 7.5. I did like it a lot. It did actually fill me up. I do have like my preferences of what makes 10s, honestly, but there's nothing wrong with this pizza either. I liked it a lot. It's just preference upon preference, but hey, whenever you're eating a pizza, it's always good. So it's very hard that I could rate every pizza a 10, but try to be nice. I feel like 7, maybe like the worst scale. Actually, there's no way it can be on that level. We have to give it like an 8 to the 8.5 range. We got to go there because 7.5 is too harsh. So overall, excellent pizza. I just thought some things would taste a little more, in my opinion. So that's about it. So that's what I thought, and we'll see you later tonight since I'm gonna get ready for this match. Alright, so I don't have a voice anymore, so I probably won't for the rest of this video if I had to be honest, but I'm just heading out to go find something to eat at this point. I'm not very happy right now, so I'm just trying to make the last 11 hours here the best of it, if I had to be honest. So that's honestly just what I'm doing. Honestly, I'm just taking a walk at this point. I don't have the audacity to walk into a public place right now, so I'm honestly just getting the dessert. I'm not trying to act like a piece of shit right now. You know, personal things don't go your way at all. I would say everything is pretty much went the complete opposite of what I like in my personal reasons. Not anything about the city. So at this point, I'm just talking to the camera, which people are listening obviously once this gets uploaded. But yeah, just very frustrated about whether it's Canada soccer here, NASCAR, just the dumb things. So I'm really just trying to explore and just admire the good things, honestly, because you just gotta get out sometimes and just walk around and explore and forget about a lot of things, because I'm gonna need to forget about quite a couple of these things, and drinking ain't gonna solve that. Not who I am. Just try to, you know, make the most of it. So I'm just gonna get like a dessert, which is back at the hotel, and then definitely some breakfast though tomorrow, no doubt. Something we'll have to make happen for sure. So, you know, pretty nice city though. I'm sure this is the only time this city pops off. Tell me if I'm wrong. I just say that because, yeah, this city is pretty big in the Midwest, so I'm sure all the people from Minnesota, even Wisconsin's nearby. And I'm sure you got the college area. I can't even call this a college town because it's not. But this one, I'm just speaking a bunch of gibberish, just speaking what's on the mind, honestly. So I'm sure this area still pops off, but this is like one of the most northern cities in the US, probably the one that gets the coldest as in a major city. So yeah, we're just trying to, you know, relax. So if you listened Thanks. Alright, I got this cookie spot connected to the hotel, so we got some ice cream, we got a cookie over it too, so I'm just trying to cheer myself up. So I figured, why not try to just relax and kind of forget about everything. Alright, well, this will be it. I showed you my breakfast. I got it at the Cosmo, which is the part of my hotel. Very good. I enjoyed it a lot. Very flavorful waffles, to say the least, and very fancy. But this will be it from Minneapolis. I feel we could have maybe done a little more, but you know, thought we had a good time overall. So we're heading back to St. Louis, and then it'll be Washington, D.C. So I think we're gonna go around D.C. So Washington, D.C. video coming, probably. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, just want to say thanks for watching and dealing with me, and I hope you have a good one. Take care.